Production.
What's happening? Okay, we're looking at Glxy digital holdings. Okay, we have this lower trend line that's holding from the beginning of this year, ending of last year, and it's giving us a solid support level that has been continuing to hold. If you look at it from this perspective, so we have three major touches. You could adjust it however you like to get maybe 4 or 5, but this is for the most part what we're looking at. Slowly developing a long ascending triangle into this resistance at 590. Okay, so what have we been waiting for? All we've been waiting for is to weaken this zone, because this has been our major resistance, right? So all this means is that there is an influx of shares at this price, okay? At 590 range, 560 to 590, there's an influx of shares, and there's not enough people buying the amount of shares throughout that period to break over it. So an easy way to think about this is like, say there's 1 million shares at this level, right? We come up and we can only take around 100,000. We come back up another 100,000. We come back up another 100,000, right? So we try to weaken it and make it a lower amount of outstanding shares at that price point. So it takes a long period of time, and that's why we've been seeing this. But another thing we want to see that this stock has been showing us is that the floor is also increasing. So that means that the lowest price people are willing to pay for it is rising over a monthly period of time. This is just the plain and simple way to simplify what's happening here on Glxy. And now that we finally have a major close over this supply zone or this resistance point, what we need to look for now is the potential technical characteristics that are giving us a hint of what's going to happen next, essentially. So what we need to look at now is previous resistance. Okay, so we had a bunch of confluence in this zone here. We'll call it right here. I'll mark this, and maybe we'll make it yellow or something. Like right around this zone, we've seen a bunch of resistance, right? The price can't really hold very long up above those levels. You look at the line chart, a bunch of confluence, right? Rejection up here. So what could potentially happen here? We could see it rip right up into this zone, okay? But what we want to see to confirm our bias and to confirm the bullish thesis here, that we have bottomed back in December, January, and we're slowly developing a zone where this is going to be the area where you want to accumulate. And it's already kind of been hinting towards that, especially if you're paying attention to a lot of the like Bitcoin ETF talks and a bunch of the bullish catalysts that are like being presented in the crypto market. Like you got to take more time to look into this. If this is like something that's new to you, you must do it if you want to take it like actual, like if you want to capitalize on a great opportunity that's sitting right in front of you. This is what we're looking at. We break out, we want to see it come towards a resistance point. The most bullish scenario is that we come up to here and then we bull flag, and then we break out even higher. That is a potential that could happen. We also have to pay attention to the likelihood that we're going to have to retest this 580 zone at some point. So we can get this major breakout, maybe come up towards a resistance, but then retest this zone down here, creating another higher low before we take the time to, again, just like what happened here, we took time to weaken this zone. It's going to take time to weaken this area too, right? So now what we could do is look at the volume profile. Okay, volume profile is going to tell us where the most outstanding shares are in this range. Okay, so the most outstanding in the past, let's go weekly time frame, right? The most outstanding shares are at this 570 level, and we're just about to break above that. So when we zoom into the daily time frame and we're trying to find the next level, it gets a lot more shallow and shallow as we continue to go on, right? So we need to start seeing the potentials. Okay, yeah, there we go. Right around this level, around 830, which is right around here, this zone, there's another wall that we might potentially stall at, Okay, so it might take some time to weaken that level too. But for the most part, things are looking phenomenal here on Glxy. Buying dips is the smartest play. This is not financial advice, but that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be adding on to dips. My main goal here is gather as much as I can under 9, so that when we do get that major breakout with a lot less resistance above, we'll continue to ride higher. And again, just for those who haven't really been paying attention to the channel, and those who don't really understand what the thesis is here, go back and watch a few of these videos. I've been analyzing this essentially every week or every other week for the past, call it like 2-3 years now, right? So what we're looking at here is a major push to the upside. We experienced that, we traded that, we watched this bear market happen, a bunch of capitulation occur, a bunch of the bad guys get weeded out of the crypto space, and now what we're watching is a potential next wave to the upside here, and this is going to be the institutional wave. So this is what we need to pay attention to. We can't sleep on it now. Do your due diligence, and follow the weekly posts on this. I'm super excited. Easy.